Hey, seventh grade. Now that you have your pieces cut, I am going to go through the steps on how to connect to create your mug. You'll need some different tools today, one of which is your extra clay. You'll get a small block of clay. You won't need very much. You just need some to make some coils. Slip. The slip is found near the sinks. Some might need some more water in them, so just put a little bit of water in them. Please make sure you don't ever pour the water out down the sink because that causes some problems. You'll have the carving tools for blending. You'll need a comb or a wooden skewer to do your scoring. And then the other thing that I like for blending is the wooden dowels. These are up on the front table by the door with the other carving tools. Once you get your pieces taken out of the bag, you can throw away the newspaper. And then you will just double check. I always like to double check to make sure the pieces that I cut fit nicely around. This one is going to go on the top of the base piece, so that looks good. That also tells me that I need to score the bottom of my base piece and the top of my base piece and the bottom of my wall piece. So I'm going to go ahead and score. The scoring does not have to look pretty. We just need to make some marks so that we create a space for our clay to join together. Add a little bit of water or slip. I'll do the same thing on the bottom of the wall. And then I can set these pieces together. Now you'll notice, especially as I turn this clay around, that my clay is starting to crack a little bit. Yours might do the same. It might not today, it might tomorrow or the next day. You can just use water for that. I'll go through and we'll go try to get these smoothed out at the end. So you don't have to really worry about that now. Mine's going to be doing that too. With a little bit of clay, you're going to make a small coil. You want your coils to be nice and small, similar to that there, so that they aren't very bulky. The big coils, they make it very heavy and it's very hard to blend. I really like using the wooden dowels for blending. This also helps to push the coils back in so that they are connected to both the wall and the base. And then what I'm going to do is just press down on half the coil and push it into the base, pull up on half the coil and push it into the wall. While I'm doing this, my other hand that I'm not using is going to support the outside of the mug so that I am not pushing and creating a big hole in my mug. You don't want to do that. The shape of your mug might change as you're working today. That's okay. We can form it back into a circle later, so I'm going to put two more little coils down in there. Get those two connected using the wooden dowel. Support that on this side. I'm going to pretend that I have this all done just so I can keep going. I'm going to put these two pieces together here, the two ends of the wall, by scoring. Again, doesn't have to look nice there because we're going to put it together and then seal with a coil. So I've done the score, I've added the slip. Now I'm going to push these pieces together. You don't want to pinch them so much that you're thinning that clay out a lot, but you do want it to start, pushing together so that it becomes one there. We've done the scoring, we've added the slip. Now I'm going to make the coil. Again, with your coils, make sure they're very small and thin. Oops. So that you don't have a big bump on the outside when we put this coil here. So I'm going to set that in there. At this point, I'm going to have the hand that I'm not using on the inside of the mug supporting, so then I can start using my blending tool to blend that coil. Go all the way from the top to the bottom, or the bottom to the top, whichever direction you need to go to get these coils in. But always